Exactly, and it makes me more vocal because I think we need to work on that stigma. We need to create better support for people with neurodivergent
How would
diagnoses.
you want to be supported? What's the best way to support you? Because I mean, like, you know, like, is it because you're? I mean, like, I can talk about my experience, but you know, I'm sure there'll be things that we have in parallel. But sorry, is it parallel the right? It doesn't matter. But you know, like, I mean, so what would you say were like? Because I mean, for me, I would say that, you know, just having someone occasionally be like, "This was great, mate. You did amazing." Because you can't tell yourself that. That's the weird thing, and most people can kind of regulate that. But for me, one of the things that my girlfriend found when I knew that I was going to get made redundant, I knew something was going on, and she didn't quite clock that actually I did need someone just to tell me that, you know, you're a good guy, you got this, and I believe in you. And when she did that, I was like, oh Jesus, it was like a weight off your shoulders. Because I know that she dumped her ex because he'd lost his job, but it was a very different circumstance.
Yeah. But that still plays on your mind. Because,
but absolutely. It drove me crazy. I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
I was like, I've lost my job and I'm going to lose my girlfriend now. I'd said that as I was made redundant, and my boss was like, ooh. Well, ex-boss at that point. Jesus, I was furious. I gave her the whole 9 yards. But anyway, go on.
Interestingly, again, before I had my diagnosis, I'd gotten into the habit of telling because we rotate around all the time, of telling my seniors that actually I'm the sort of person who works better in a supportive and an encouraging environment. Yeah. And, you know, surgery isn't always like that.
Competitive is good, but of course it's not. It's the most competitive industry there is.
And
it's not an industry, is it?
And I've been more vocal about that since having my diagnosis, because I'm like, actually, there is a reason for it, and that's the way I work best. And
can't believe two of them said no. What pricks! You should name
them.
No,
it's all right, because you know what? They've done me a huge favour.
Cunts. Sorry, I can't believe that. I mean, to be fair though, I'm sure that, like, because whenever I've been filling out these job applications, I've stopped putting ADHD or anything.
And it's really hard, and it's a shame.
Yeah, because actually like ADHD someone else's ignorance.
Yeah,
and
it is ignorant.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Actually, ADHD has so many great qualities.
Oh my god, yes! Like in a crisis.
Who do you go to? ADHD. Yeah, and they think outside of the box.
I mean, I get bored if it's too quiet. I can't handle it. That's when I start creating crisis. That's when I'm like panicking. Everyone's losing their heads. Thump. Here's what you do, boys and girls. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Doop.
Yeah.
All of a sudden the alarm stopped going off. You're welcome. All right, go back to bed.
And ADHD, you know, they tend to be more observant about the little things. And
yeah, absolutely.
There are so many great qualities. Hyperfocus. Yeah, people can get distracted, but if we hyperfocus.
Oh my god, I was editing a piece the other day. 7 hours. Yeah. And my girlfriend was sitting. We were working together, and she was just like, 7 hours. You haven't even looked up. I didn't even realise it was 4 p.m. I hadn't eaten anything all day.
Yeah. You don't pee, you don't eat, you don't drink.
Yep.
Anything. No. But I remember...
Lou used to make me dinner, and it would go cold next to me, and she'd come back from a 12-hour shift, and it would still be sitting there cold.
Yeah.
And not because I was ignoring it, but because I was just so focused, I didn't even reach
And I remember there was one day, because I'm not the best at sort of academic, like in terms of writing papers and doing audits and things like that, or research. Well. And I remember there was one day I came in, and I just told one of my consultants who I was meant to be just sitting in clinic, and I was like, I'm in the kind of mood that I can hyper-focus. Yeah. Do you mind if I go and do this work? He's like,
absolutely.
go for it. Like, make the most of it.
Really?
And it's, again,
it's amazing.
It's being in that environment.
I wish I had someone like that.
Honestly, my team.
Yeah.
They're family.
That's amazing. Oh, come on, don't be that cliche.
No. Yeah, genuinely, they all support me immensely, and it's been insane going from such a sort of hostile environment for a neurodivergent person to such a warm and welcoming and supportive and encouraging place. And I feel really lucky where I am. It's why I'm now over 2 years there.
Yeah, of course.
Because they've been great, and it's made a huge difference. And it's just interesting how your experience can be so different to other people's experiences just based on the people around you.
Yeah.
And I have my moments where sometimes I'll be like, guys, I'm having a day where I'm really distractible, and I'm really sorry. I don't want this myself, but they understand it. Yeah. Or
you're just trying to get
when I was going through a difficult time back in March.
Stress.
I didn't sleep. I was having full on insomnia because you have the racing thoughts all the time.
When I got arrested, I was 6 weeks. I slept for an hour in 6 weeks, and I went into the interview with the cops, and I was like, I have genuinely not slept for 6 weeks, and that's a form of torture that the SES deploy to get confessions out of people who they're trying to get. I mean, legitimately speaking, you know, like that's one of that's like, you know, enhanced interrogation techniques is sleep deprivation, and if you haven't slept for 6 weeks, how the fuck are you supposed to function?
Exactly. And I remember one of my consultants, I was just like, she said, you know, what are you on this morning? I said, admin. She's like, why don't you go back my boyfriend lives 10 minutes away. Go back, have a nap, and come back later. You know,
Absolutely.
and just having people who understand.
Yeah.
And or you know
Or who
what,
recognise
actually
it
who
for
don't
you.
even understand.
Yeah.
But they try to.
They get it. Yeah.
They try to.
I don't like the cotton wool types though.
What's the cotton wool type?
Well, like where it's like, oh, you have ADHD. I've read like half an article on this. You know, oh no, don't worry, it's going to be okay. And they kind of
thankfully I haven't had
mollycoddle
this.
you, and
No.
you kind of like, yeah, I mean, like, you know, like, but you still want to be there want to get the job done, but it can be a distraction if people are a little bit too much. All you need is for them to kind of like. There's a difference between understanding and there's overemphasizing because it makes you feel a little bit
But there's
special,
also-
but in the sad special.
It's people
way.
who understand that we're not great at being told what to do, but we're best at being held accountable.
Yes.
And so
That's a really good way of putting it.
the consultant
I hadn't thought
who
of it that
got his office ready for me, who's taken over my supervision.
What a lad.
We
Well, you
this
might as
week.
well name him because I mean, you know, I don't think he's going to sue us for that one.
Hi Max.
Max, you sexy bastard.
Max
Yeah,
is,
go
Max
on.
is wonderful.
Sexy Max. Okay,
So
yeah, we love Max.
he's been supporting me
Huge
in
fan of
writing my
Max.
first paper,
Yeah.
as first author, and
Wow.
and I struggle with that because
Well, it's tough.
because I know I need a set time to just sit and do it because
Do you
I
find
can't
the
do it in little
deadline thing?
bits.
Yeah,
and
the
then
deadline thing.
yeah, deadline thing, and I would hate to let him down more than anything else
That's exactly why.
because
I was
he's
upset
so
about
good to
getting-
me.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so for me, the main driver was then I don't want to let Max down. I want to do
Yeah.
this, but I know
Yeah.
I struggle. But actually,
That's why I was upset when I got made redundant because I felt like I'd let my boss down, even
Yeah.
though I was doing everything I could. And I was like, why can't you see what
but
I'm doing?
he also knows that, and we were discussing it because now it's in his like. We were discussing about him. He's like, was I doing the right thing in terms of the gentle nudge, but not too much that it's a chore? And
I
having
fucking love Max.
Max is wonderful.
What's his last name? Go on.
No.
Oh, come on.
No. But
Max,
he
you know who you are. You know
knows
you
who he
are loved.
is.
know you are loved. I'm watching Bodies.
And they're all great.
Probably
They're
not.
all great. But then having someone who just takes your side and like says, "Was this the right thing?" and you just become so appreciative of that.
Yeah. And
I-
it's such a difficult thing to do is to ask that
Yeah.
as well. Because I remember when I was working, I was like, look, I just need to know what you want from me.
Yeah.
And they weren't sure, and that led to me getting so stressed out, and I didn't know if I was doing anything right. And you give them everything you can. You know, it's like a shotgun when actually want a sniper rifle, and you're just like, I just need a target. Give me a target. Tell me I'm going in the right direction. Just double check the fact that I've got this right, so to speak, using the metaphor. But you know, double check my sights to make sure that I've got them right.
Exactly.
And that's all I need. And then I will absolutely hit the target every single time. You know, I will be the best sniper you've ever had, kind of thing.
So having supported people, and it's hard, I think, in any profession to discuss your ADHD,
It's very
autism,
personal.
OCD,
It's-
anything like that.
It's a different type of brain.
And because it's not a physical thing that people can see and make sort of allowances for in a way. A lot of people don't understand that there is a huge stigma. I can't personally speak for the other neurodivergent diagnoses, and I think it probably wouldn't be right for me to because I don't have that experience.
Yeah, but I deal with I work with autistic kids a lot. And
Yeah.
I mean, one of my kids, we call him. I mean, I don't know if I should name him, but like, you know, but he's my little. I mean, he's my little project. I love that kid. You know, he's 8 years old and doesn't do a damn thing I say.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I teach him how to swim, and he just did butterfly once. I got really pissed off with him, and like, well, come on, he's a dick. You know, like,
No, you're gonna be nice
he
to
is.
8-year-olds.
No, I mean, I am, but I mean, sometimes you want to kick their ass. I mean, you want to throttle them sometimes, and that comes from a place of love, though, because you don't.
You want the best for them.
If you don't love the person, you don't say stuff like that, and like, but if
Yeah.
you do love them to bits, and I do, you know, like. I mean, I called him Project in front of his dad, and his dad laughs, so you know I get away with it. And but his dad's a good guy as well. But anyway, the point is that this particular individual, like, I was like, oh, screw this, and I just blew off some steam by going. I stormed up and down the pool doing butterfly because that's the hardest one. It really does your shoulders.
Yeah.
And and like.
Love that you're using this to like give
That's
off
right.
your.
Did I mention shoulders? Oh, sitting next to Marlon, he's got arms like rabbits. Look at the fucking size of this. Honestly, God, you can't
Yeah,
make it
I've
crack.
totally.
Yeah. Come on, Holly.
Letting
pull
the
pull
team
your shit
down,
together.
sorry.
You know what? Tries.
To be fair, I
you
don't
know,
actually go to the gym that much. It's just,
oh fuck. You. And like, oh, I don't go to the gym. Oh, this. Oh, yeah. No, it's just natural. Fuck.
Yeah, good on you.
I did go 3 times this week, but I'm in.
For me, it's just pure sex.
Yeah.
That's what I use. Just sex. Read the room. Yeah.
What were we saying?
I can't remember. Oh yeah, Zach.
Your swimming.
Yeah. So I did butterfly up and down, and I cut back to him after about 12 seconds. was fucking furious. And he goes, can I try that? And I'm like, it'd be about fucking time if you did. And he just jumped in straight up.
Yeah.
Like, he'd never done it before. Me and his dad were in tears. I'm just sitting there looking at him like, and his dad's like, from the sides, and he's like, I did it 3 different ways. Do you want number 1, number 2? I was like, Dad, just do it again. Like, just if you can do it again, just do it again. This kid had done nothing that I had said to do the entire lesson. That's usually the format.
To interject quickly,
Please do.
Is swimming a common thing for autistic kids? Because when I was training for a marathon in September, so I was going swimming like once a week, and then like when I'm swimming, I see autistic kids going swimming. So I just wanted to know if is that a common thing.
I mean,
to go off point.
I think but I mean they do generally. I mean, it's a lot of kids. I mean, it does help. I think. I don't know. I just know that I've been given all the ones who are the difficult ones to teach. Right. But I know that my little girl Melly, she loves it. I could probably name her. Actually, I get away with that one. She's absolutely lovely. She's 5 years old. She's about this big. She is
like my height.
Yeah, almost as tall as you. I should get there. But she is. I mean, she has a few meltdowns and that. But it was like she's never happier unless she's a little submarine, and but she's better at swimming than most of the other kids. I mean, she doesn't do the strokes so much, but confidence, holy shit. I threw her in the deep end, perfectly happy.
Yeah.
A kid her age, a neurotypical kid her age, 5 years old, if I'd thrown a sister in there, she would have shat dicks. It would have been a drowning. I'd have been fired, whatever. I mean, they can't fire me now because good luck trying to handle my kids. I'm a specialist for a reason. I've developed a relationship now. They're screwed. I'm unfireable. 2 weeks later, I got fired. Why? Because they're fucking
come back to this podcast.
No, I've been written up about 14 times to the point whereby I start laughing. It's like, you broke a rule. I'm like, yep, I know. And they're like, well, what do you have to say for yourself? And I'm like, go fuck yourself. I was like, if you're gonna fire me, you'd have done it by now. So yeah, sure. What do you want me to sign? It's just to make sure we've had a record of the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, well, record away. Sorry, I got off topic. Sorry.